Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Proper Villains Live. I know we're a little late. You're gonna just have to deal with it. If you heard the sirens, we were avoiding some things. So let's just get the introductions out of the way, shall we? Hailing from Orcish Neverwinter, I don't know, the 450-pound, 9-foot-tall berserker orc, Brockus.
Neverwinter? Where the fuck do you think I'm from?
Aren't all orcs from D&D or some shit like that?
I'm gonna slap the dog shit out of you.
And the man with the plan, the person behind the keyboard, the master hacker, the cyber terrorist himself, Zell.
I know computers.
I don't think he knows computers.
No, he doesn't.
I know a bit about computers.
You know a little bit? Okay. And the right hand of the demon, as always, on my... I screwed that up. Fuck it. Welcome, Lo-Fi.
Hello, Spectre. Fuck you, piece of shit. I made this music. It's fucking beautiful. Go fuck your mom. I'm not gonna wish you a fucking happy birthday, you piece of piss.
You just did.
Fuck. Go fuck yourself. Fuck you.
Don't start that right away. Don't. They're already asking if we tried to avoid Bill Cosby, and that's what the alarm was for.
Anton, good. Brockus, good. Zell, good. Okay. Zell, Brockus, hello.
So, Brockus, I mean, before we even get into all this, Brockus, how have you been?
My shoulder fucking hurts.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It doesn't fucking change. This never changes. If anyone tells me until the surgery, hey, how you been? Painful. I'm in pain all the time. My shoulder doesn't let me sleep well. So when you guys get pissed off at me, it's because I barely fell asleep 2.5 hours prior to that, and so I am fucking exhausted. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm tired and in pain all the fucking time. I just want to play video games and eat people. Is that so much to ask?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, the video games are hard to deal with. I mean, because you don't rob the people that you eat. You just eat them, and you've, like, spit up belt buckles and things. Take the money first. It digests too easy for you.
Sometimes I don't want to leave a whole lot of evidence behind, hence why I have to eat everything. Have you not thought this through, Antoine? Duh.
Yes, but then you don't get the money to buy the video game. I'm just trying to help you out.
Either way, can we all stop with the stupid fucking stop fapping, stop jerking off so much jokes? Because I saw quite a few of them in the fucking chat. At least one from Kadun. And I'm just thinking, guys, for the love of Christ, be original. Be original. I've heard those jokes since I heard
Shut
myself.
up. Ben Cooper, $5 super chat. Why don't you ask Bill Cosby for some special pills to help you sleep?
I don't think I want to ask Bill Cosby for anything.
It turns into some form of suppository.
Usually. And, I mean, then there's, the whole rape thing.
Okay, also, Brockus, I know your pain. When I was a mail delivery person, the same joke you get every time. I guess it's like, oh, I don't want if it's taxes. Fuck off. Oh, I don't want if it's bills. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, that's still funny, you fucking piece of shit.
It's annoying to get the same fucking annoying, stupid joke over and over and over again.
Yes.
Like a short person walking up, or an average sized person walking up to me and saying, "How's the weather up there?" I will fucking kill you. It's fucking annoying. Like, I never heard this joke before. And I just want to bring out Damiana Scourgeborn. Brockus, stop sucking Zell's dick. You know what? That is actually a pretty interesting original idea of how I've hurt my shoulder. Does that mean that I'm sucking his dick wrong and that he's beating me just consistently?
No, it's because you're taking push-ups. So push-ups, so you're working out while you're sucking dick. Going down, sucking the dick.
You have to do
up.
one or the other.
You're
trying to do too much.
Yeah,
I thought he was putting me in an arm bar and making my face go to his crotch.
That could
and
be
that's actually how he was, getting me to suck his dick and everything. So I just want to point out That actually sounded like a pretty.
Can we
good
say what
idea.
Kadan just said? You're the same annoying joke that we all deal with. Wow.
Ouch.
You're not even funny anymore. You're saying hurtful things to be a complete bitch, and it's sad now because it's like now everybody expects you to call me some fat piece of shit or some ugly fucktard or some tiny little dick faggot, whatever. I don't even fucking care anymore. It's not even remotely funny to me. Like, it's been done so many fucking times. This is what happens when you repeat a joke way too much. It stops being funny. And now I'm no longer amused. Get better jokes.
Brockus can't take the nigger cock.
Oh, I can take nigger cock.
You're
I got
always
plenty
sad.
of those the other night.
Why did you get nigger?
Yeah,
Spare me
Because
this
Zell
today.
fucking sent me a shitload of gay porn.
Oh
like,
yeah, that's right. I was there. Oh,
and
why
a
did
lot
I
of it was
ask?
either gay black men or
What
gay
the fuck is
black men
Brockus getting all
fucked.
salty about?
What? Shut the fuck up, little faggot. You
no.
gone.
Oh no.
What you wanted about?
So Spectre is sticking up for you, Brockus. He says Brockus's jokes are cheeky and fun. Kadunt's jokes are mean and dispirited, which makes them not jokes at all.
That's not true, you piece of shit. Go back to the dentist and fix your ugly face.
Oh God.
What? What? Oh my God.
Oh God. All right, Zell, what did you do this? Wait, Zell has an interesting story this week.
I do.
He gave someone a compliment on Twitter, and something bad happened.
Oh, I do have a story. Oh my God, guys, I got a story. So, yeah, I got suspended on Twitter. My first suspension, I popped that cherry for 12 hours. And it was I got suspended, what was it, like 4 or 5 days ago. And it was for a tweet that I did in February. Back when there was a whole bunch of crazy shit going on with Joy Sparkle BS. And even though I think she's a crazy cunt,
She is.
as she is, I love her. She's entertaining as fuck. She's crazy, man. So I said that on Twitter. I said something to the effect of, even though you's a crazy bitch, I love you. I think that was my exact tweet. And I was suspended for, what was it? Implying harm on somebody else.
For calling her a crazy bitch. And laughing her.
It was something like that. It was like I was gonna, yeah, it was like something about like I broke their terms of service as far as like, yeah, like harm against somebody else, like whatever, threatening somebody. And it was from back in February, and it was just like, first of all, Twitter, you're late. You're a little late on this one. Second of all, what?
So you got your ban cherry popped for a compliment.
Yeah, they could have, like, the thing is, like, they had so many other things they could have chosen from. I've said nigger so many times. I have like legit, like, in a joking way, of course, but I have legit, like, threatened people on Twitter, and they took the compliment one, and they're like, bad, Zell. So now I'm just wondering if, like, at the end of the year, are they gonna, like, suddenly catch up to 15 other ones, and I'm just gonna get my account deleted?
No. You know what's gonna happen?
That's
You have
possibly what could happen, though.
You have sent
up?
so many nigger statements. That's what they think you are. So the second you compliment, they think it's a fake account. They think someone stole your account.
Oh, that's it. That's what I'm gonna start getting in trouble for.
That's not an
You're
insult.
suspended for the next 12 hours because Zell's never been this nice before.
It's, you know, they just think that you're black. That's all. They can't see your face, so you know they're just gonna let you say the word. They can't tell.
Yeah, the
Spectre?
worst I've done as far as doxing goes is jerked off underneath a blanket, and they can't get me for that shit. I mean, for all they know, I'm Asian.
But then you have Asian privilege. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh shit.
Just
Spectre?
let them-
Why don't
Go
you
ahead.
shut your fucking mouth with the backseat gaming piece of shit stream service, you cunt? Fuck out of my stream, you little whore.
Who are you talking to?
Spectre. He keeps
What
being a
is-
He keeps being a cunt in the chat so he can go fuck himself.
He always shows up, and then Spectre's weird. Spectre's like the person that shows up at a party where everyone hates him, and he knows it, and then he shows up at that party, has a couple beers, and then bitches on the couch all night about how he's having a horrible time.
See,
and you're like, just go.
she's mad at I'm trying to help her improve shit. Like I haven't tried to fix the mic, you piece of shit. What the fuck?
You pissed off my waifu. You're on your own, bud.
Oh, well, okay. Thank you very much, Vin. Vin just became a brand new patron.
Oh, see, we got specters out there, and then we got people like Vin. You know, it balances out.
So thank you very much, Vin. I'm much appreciated. The villains appreciate it as well, because that means that we can keep doing our thing.
Go ahead, chat, and just spam Spectre being a nigger in the chat. Let's do that. We're already demonetized. We might as well just scream at Spectre. It'll be fun. Piss off my wife. You get called a nigger.
Too, you dumb bitch. Yeah, you don't give me money. If you gave me money, I would still insult you for being a fucking cunt.
Oh, God.
You can't pay me enough not to insult you. Not when you're being a dumb little bitch.
It's so sad, too, because, well, no, I would say Antoine's the chillest of us, but Lo-Fi's like the second chillest.
Yeah, until you piss her off, which is why I don't piss her off. I've seen her mad, and I've seen her spiteful. The things that she has done to Jasta is just horrifying. So I stay as far away from all of that as possible.
I can't do anything about it. It's not like I can rein her in. I can just be like, all right, you pissed off the waifu, so I'm gonna go golfing for a bit while she yells at you.
Yes, I'm scared of Lo-Fi. Lo-Fi kills people on the regular. I don't. She knows how to sneak up on people. I don't.
And I just know, like...
She watches Spectre sleep to make sure that he's still breathing so she can kill him later. I don't do that.
By the way, Antoine, update. I learned how to turn on a computer. So your hacker is getting better.
Yes.
That's... very good, Zell. Good for you. Good boy.
Well, I'm figuring shit out. And I would love that cookie that you promised me. So it's all going to work out.
I will get you those cookies as soon as the show is over.
I appreciate that.
All right. So aside from Twitter, anything else happening for you this week, Zell?
Let's see. If you guys would like, Brockus and I do a show every Monday nights on the Cunt stream. And last night, if you guys would like to check it out and missed it, we had a unironic fascist on the show, and I thought it was very interesting.
I'm like I said, before we started, I'm definitely going to go check that out. So
yeah, I want to start having more conversations like that. I think it was really fun. I enjoyed it.
So, well.
Oh, and one more
Get it
thing.
again! Fuck!
Or did you not know you were on mute?
Yes.
Did you just tell your whole life story and we missed it?
No, I was chiming in on what you were just talking about, and then fucking.
Oh yeah. I also wanted to point out too, Brockus. I don't know if we pointed this out last time, but if you missed it, there's a Count Dankula dedication video, and it's a compilation, and Brockus and I are in there for about 20 seconds, and we had a good time. We really appreciated that we were able to be in that for the few seconds we were.
And you know what?
I don't want to. Content. I'm not tooting my own horn and I'm not praising you guys with bias. You two had the best clip out of that entire video.
Oh, stop it.
Everyone.
It was
I'm dead serious. Everyone was so super serious about that entire thing, and then just what are you doing? I got new boxes. That doesn't explain anything. I died. Everything else after that was complete not the boring shit. I stopped paying attention.
Oh no! Well, it was. I just liked the sentimentality of the video. It was a very sweet video, and that was one thing I was worried about. Is like Brockus and I were like butting heads on like what to do. It was Brockus's idea, the whole masturbation thing. I loved the idea of me being caught masturbating. I was just like, how do we do this? And then we ended up getting it down on my phone, and
Well, I mean,
We did.
You were doing it normal. The only thing you had changed from what you normally do is you have a blanket over you. So I don't understand how that's any different.
Exactly. But it was fun. You know, if we see some demand for it too, Brockus and I, we used to do comedy sketches. We might start doing that again since that got some good laughs.
Yeah, I think we killed Roy when he sent it to him.
Yes. So, how's it going, Opal? How's it going, Pen? So, anything interesting happened to you this week, Lo-Fi?
I have vacation.
You have vacation?
Yes. So I have been doing nothing at all.
Lo-Fi, before you yell at me,
Yeah.
I apologize for because Lo-Fi and I have been meaning to like talk on Google Hangouts. The invite's been out there, and I've just been a lazy piece of shit. I'm sorry.
That's okay, you fucking cunt.
Okay, all right, that's okay. We're done.
No, I already
that's
said
the line.
It's already said. I already said it's okay, so it's fine. Now I had a class, and I might have gone down with depression for a second, and then I got vacation. Thank God that helped a lot.
Brockus, Numbskull is trying to get your attention. He wants to know if you're going to be on his show this week.
What time and what day?
Well, he does it 5 days a week.
DM him and figure it out on yeah, he's got a lot of open time.
Yeah, DM him. Anyway, my week was rather boring.
He's a good guy. That was some fun stuff.
Who said I was done, Antoine?
Okay, continue on.
So what I did in my vacation so far is sleep long, be on the con stream, talk with AP the Frog for 20 minutes, and then that's it. And now you can talk, Antoine.
So
okay, next subject. We have some articles.
Thank you. No, my week was pretty fucking boring, so it's fine. Okay, do we want to do the serious one or the funny one?
Just go with serious first and then make everybody laugh.
Oh, that's true. We did judge a cook-off with Magog.
Oh, that's right. I did the
Oops, that's...
cook-off. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what cook-off you're talking about. It's fine.
Oh, God, that video clip is hilarious. Him ripping into you and... Who are you facing off against? Doom Machine?
Yes.
Yeah. Him just ripping into the two of you was cracking me the fuck up. I absolutely loved it.
It was fucking funny.
And then I loved how he just kept telling Antoine, nobody else, Antoine, shut the fuck up.
Well, that's because Do wasn't really talking, so I was the only one that was actually interacting with everyone. So, now, to talk about this serious article, I want to bring on someone who is he's on Discord, he's been in the chats a while. His name is Gnostic. So he is, he's the one who brought this article to my attention. So give me just a second so I can get him the link.
Okay, let me just reply to Vin in the moment. Hey, Lo-Fi, so it's your turn to be OP in the story, eh? Vin, if you read the story, I'm the villain. Do you want a villain that fucking loses instantly and can't do anything? Do you even know stories? For fuck's sake, let's write, bitch.
What the... Lo-Fi!
What?
You're being so aggressive today.
Yeah. Consider it my period.
Fair enough. So yeah, how did the cook-off go? I just heard that Antoine got creamed as fuck.
No, I actually won.
Really?
Not if you take Cadant's votes into it?
If you take Cadant's votes into it, we got a tie.
Yeah.
But she also said that Magog could take her place. So I don't know if she has revised her points or not, because we can't have a tie.
Yes, you
okay,
can.
Fair enough. I think I jumped in the moment I jumped in though for that stream. Then, it looked bad, so I didn't want to watch that because I was like, this is depressing. I didn't know that it ended up being you that won. That's cool, man.
So we got a $5 super chat from Doom Machine. At least they didn't sharpen my knives over my cutting board like a damn heathen.
That is true.
Uh,
Lo-Fi hasn't gotten late, which is why all the... That's true as well, Mort.
we got a $5 donation on PayPal from Damiana. It says, for the entertainment. So thank you very much.
So we're going to talk about this.
I'm waiting for Gnostic to get in. Oh, Gnostic's in the chat. Well, fucking say something. God damn.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you guys. Jesus.
He was being
All right.
nice.
I'm
Yeah.
a guest, okay?
Rude ass
I'm gonna
Antoine.
send-
I like how the
Yeah.
guest is reminding himself that he's the guest. He's like,
So-
don't you forget, Gnostic, you, meaning me, am guest.
All right,
I have to do that sometimes or else I get carried away.
Lo-Fi, I'm sending you the link to the article, and then I will send you the link to the podcast as well.
I have the Infants on Thrones with Joseph Bishop timeline. Is that one of them?
Yes.
Yep.
Good enough. Oh, I see. There. Yes. Bloop.
All right, Spectre, if you're going to keep bitching at me in DMs, I'm going to share them. Because you decided to start something by making fun of someone.
Do we
and
wanna-
got
hold
pissed
on.
Off
Do
that
we wanna
someone
establish
said
that-
something back?
Do we want to establish that we're a stream that reveals DMs like that? You could say what's going on in the DM, but I don't know if we should screen cap it.
Is he having a fit, hissy fit in your DMs again because we are
No, he
fighting me and him?
basically... You know what, Spectre, here. I'll read what he said.
Fair enough.
Glad I could provide the entertainment for your stream, so I sent a smiley face. He said that wasn't being funny. I got my check, was going to do a $50 super chat, and I'm just done being shit on by Zell and Lo-Fi and staying quiet about it. You weren't quiet about it. You were everything but quiet about it. Don't pull this passive-aggressive bullshit with me. Yes, I'm the laid-back one of all four of us, but you started something and then got shit on. We've talked about you doing this in our Discord before. I'm sorry, but threatening me with not donating money? That's up to you, dude. I don't care. I appreciate every single donation I get from anyone who decides that they want to donate. You donate because you want to, not because you think it's going to garner you sympathy or appreciation from me. Are we done? You can send me another DM.
Well, shit, I came on the wrong time, didn't I?
No, it's fine, Gnostic. We like
No,
you.
I don't like. I don't know if I should consider that a threat or not, but I don't care. All right? If you don't want to donate, don't donate. It's that simple. You don't get to then send me a DM saying that, oh, I was going to give you money, but because of two of my friends, two of my co-hosts, shat on you because you decided to start in on them? No, I'm sorry. You see, I will defend my villains to the end.
Even
Are
if
we
they
done
betray
here?
you and go to Schmeckle, right?
I will kick your ass off of here, Gnostic. I brought you on for a reason.
I love you, Antoine.
All right, so let's bring up this article because I'm done with that little fucking interlude.
Yes.
Let's bring up this article.
It's on screen.
Okay. Former missionary training center president accused of sexual assault. So, Gnostic, you
Yes.
are a Mormon.
Technically.
Okay, technically a Mormon. This is a big deal. You brought this to my attention because you want this to go viral. You want
Yeah,
people
it's on the-
to know about this.
Yeah, I do. And it is a huge deal. And I understand that Mormonism in and of itself is not something that's really relevant to the vast majority of the fucking world. But if you are Mormon or associated with a Mormon, it should be a big deal because the person being accused of this crime was in such a powerful position that okay, just to give you some context, in order to be in the position this guy was in, he was hand selected by the top hierarchy of the church.
Yep, hold on. $5 from Phil Ferris. The salt is strong with this one. No, not you, Antoine.
Hey, Phil
very much.
Ferris, what's going on?
That's Vin.
Thank you.
Hi, Vin. Thank you.
Anyway,
oh, right,
go.
that is Vin. My bad. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the man who was in this position of power, the amount of power that he had was so immense that he was actually chosen from the top hierarchy of the church, which means probably directly from the president of the church himself, which means he was vetted, he was interviewed, and the whole 9 yards, and they put him in charge of approximately, geez, I don't know what the missionary training center holds now, but I'm assuming somewhere between 10 and 15,000 missionaries. And his accuser recently confronted him 33 years later, recorded the conversation, and pretty much got him to admit on tape that it had happened. So there's no denying it.
Which is insane.
Yeah,
So,
it's insane.
I'm sorry. What's insane about this is Gnostic. This is the first time I'm hearing about this. I haven't seen this in the social media, trending pages. I haven't seen this.
Well,
Not hearing
I'm
anyone
sure
talk
that
about it.
with the amount of influence that the church has, and deep pockets, I might add, I would not be surprised if they tried to quell this in one way or another. But I don't think it's going to work. I think this is on the edge of getting out there. KUTV in Utah already reported on it, but at the same time, it hasn't gained a lot of traction yet. I mean, you would think something like this would have blown up, but it hasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know
Now,
why.
explain why it's really, really important, or I can, because we talked about this already. The way that this person is picked is they say that God has chosen them for this position.
Yes, it's very much so. So the way the Mormon hierarchy works is that, especially in a position that this guy was in, I mean, it's crazy, because the way it works is that they claim that they will pray about it, they will get the impressions of the Holy Ghost or whatever it is you want to call it, and that whenever they pick someone for an important position like this, it is direct revelation from God himself. And that person who is in that position then has authority to receive direct revelation for the people under him, right? So he is to receive revelation, or whatever you want to call it, for all the missionaries that are under his control during their stay at the missionary training center.
So what
So
you're
he's
saying,
Yes.
saying is God chose a rapist and sexual assaulter to be in charge of all the missionaries of the Mormons.
Either that or God's really fucking incompetent. Yeah.
God has such a sense of irony. He was just being a little kidder. He was just being a little kid diddler.
So God wanted him to see the pudding, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's why it's important.
Now, I downloaded the entire audio transcript of this recording. It's 2.5 hours long, but you sent a link for this Joseph Bishop timeline where it's basically a podcast that it's about 18 minutes long, but it has some pretty good clips in it that basically points out where she got him to admit everything.
Yes, and to add to that, Antoine, also, there's a clip in there where they interviewed someone who had known about this, because she later went and told another church authority about it, and they fucking ignored it. And he says in the interview, yeah, we didn't believe her.
Okay.
I mean, it's a religious figurehead who was accused of sexual harassment. Is anyone surprised? Sorry, I have actually just come back.
Well, it's weird, because when all this shit was going on with the Catholics back, I mean, it's still going on now, but, especially when it was really big, a decade or two ago, Mormons were making fun of Catholics for it. Now, this is just sweet irony. I mean, this is seriously fucking poetic, because Mormons used to really dog Catholics for this issue, and now it's happening to the Mormons.
Vin says God cannot control the will of men. Well, unfortunately, that is true. But the thing is that God is supposed to have selected him specifically.
We have a
wow.
huge super chat. Brockus, take
Thank
it.
you. Go ahead.
Killer Groove for $49.99. From Ish and KG, from Ish and KG, we are contrary.
Thank you very much, guys. I thank you very much. So okay, Lo-Fi, can you bring up the podcast so we can listen to this?
Yes, I can.
And we can stop it in between and make sure that we're not copyright.
So I'm gonna start now.
Okay.
This is Infants on Thrones.
Minisode.
By the way, these guys aren't going to care if you do a copyright violation.
Welcome back to another episode of Infants on Thrones. My name is Tom Perry. Today's
Are you playing it
minisode,
right now?
I essentially just want to deliver the information.
No, I am playing it on the video, so...
Yep, I'm going to check out for a bit so I can watch it.
I have paused it for a second then.
It's not even playing, I think.
No, I'm not. I just said I paused it for a second. I'm starting it now.
Okay.
About the Joseph Bishop sexual abuse scandal that's hitting most of the news outlets right now. I think we're on the precipice of it becoming viral. As far as I know, it hasn't hit nationwide attention. But I think if this continues to grow and more accusers come forward, this most definitely could. But what I want to do is, in this episode, is I want to read and hit and also insert some of the clips from the Mormon Leaks released audio of the confession of Joseph Bishop. And I'm going to borrow most of the information from David Schofield, who put up this blog post on Medium, and I'll include a link to his blog or this post in the show notes, along with some other articles like from KUTV, Salt Lake Tribune, and also some really powerful posts on feminist Mormon housewives from an author named
skip
Katie
ahead
L,
to 247 and play there.
We have a $50 super chat from Phil, aka Vin.
Whoa.
I can top that. Also, the Mormons are only ignoring this because if it became public, their influence and power would shift greatly. They are worried about their power and money. Thank you, Vin.
Thank you very much, Vin. Yes, and that's also very true. And yes, Vin topped Ishtar and KG by a penny. So keep that going. That next one should be $50 and a penny. Just keep going up by a penny. It works.
Sounds like you have a bidding process going there, Antoine.
It does.
Yeah, I am starting now from 242.
Antoine's just a greedy cunt bag.
I am.
Of Weber State College.
See, that's how you take a choke, you little faggot. Why couldn't you do that earlier? I'm sorry.
During his tenure, Assistant Dean Jan
Oh, by the way,
Tyler-
to give you some context about this podcast we're about to listen to, it's run by a bunch of ex-Mormons who started the podcast because of what the church was doing earlier on and stuff.
Okay.
Not because of this issue in particular, but because of other issues.
I'm starting.
Jesus Christ.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on?
files a lawsuit regarding equal pay. The lawsuit is settled out of court. I felt that he was a person without a sense of morality, of what was right and wrong. He was almost amoral. Jan Tyler, Assistant Dean at Weber State College from 1971 to 1974. 1979 to 1982. Joseph Bishop is called as a mission president to the Argentina Buenos Aires North Mission. While a mission president, he confesses his past sexual transgressions to Church General Authority Robert E. Wells.
You were never called into a church council, church court, even after you confessed to Elder Wells. There was never a disfellowship, nothing?
No, I had confessed all those things before Elder Wells, but wanted to redo it. My struggle to make sure that everything was taken care of.
And transparent.
Yeah.
And isn't part of the repentance process, you say you're sorry to the people that you wronged, and you've never said you're sorry to me? Why?
I'm struck if you do.
Pause it.
I can't hear anything, but am I supposed to be hearing anything? Or?
It's the way that we have OBS set up. Unfortunately, we can't get it playing through our headphones just yet.
Oh.
Yeah, there are certain steps we need to take with OBS, but you would basically have to watch the stream from a third party source kind of thing. Like if you got a smartphone and you're not using that to stream with, go ahead and watch it.
Yeah, that's why I have to check out because I can only do I guess with OBS like one stream of audio at a time. So I
have to get in touch. I have to get in touch with Akio because there was a thing that he showed us all on a patron only hangout where we watched the Golden Eagles and we all got to watch and talk about it. I'll need to find that.
Yeah, but at the very least, at least the people watching the stream itself, they can hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what is being said is that someone complained about him, but nothing ever was done about it.
That's what I'm hearing, and like we're just getting into the recording that you were talking about, right, Gnostic?
Uh-huh.
It's creepy shit.
Yeah.
All right.
We're getting an echo, guys. Who's echoing?
I think it's
probably
somebody who doesn't have themselves muted and is watching from another source.
I'll take care of that. Sorry.
No worries.
All right. Go ahead, Lo-Fi.
I contacted the church over the years several times. Yes, about you. I want to know what happened. Did he admit it? Was he sorry? Did he deny it? Did he call me a liar? Yeah, absolutely.
In 1983, Bishop is called as the Missionary Training Center president from 1983 through 1986. In 1984, an unnamed survivor, while a sister missionary at the Missionary Training Center, is sexually abused by President Bishop in a private room in the basement of the Missionary Training Center.
I need an apology, and I need an admission, and I need to know what was ever done, if anything. Because I have carried this, and it has destroyed my life.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you remember the room in the basement?
I do.
Do you remember the movies in the basement? The DVD or the VHS player and the TV? No. Do you remember tearing my blouse, pulling up my skirt, ripping the back of my skirt and trying to rape me? But you didn't because you didn't have a full erection. You don't remember that?
No.
In 1987, after returning from her mission, the survivor reports the sexual abuse incident to her young single adult ward bishop, alleged to be Ron Levitt.
Pause. Okay, so he takes it down to the basement, and he can't get an erection? Like, he was going all the way through it, and he wasn't able to fucking go through it.
Sorry, I know you didn't mean to make it come off like that, but that was like some horribly timed laughter, Antoine.
I'm sorry.
It was like such deep, dark stuff happening, and then I just heard you go like...
I don't mean to laugh, but if he's got a room...
she got raped.
No!
God.
Where he takes the girls down there, and he takes them down there, he rips her blouse, pulls up his gut, but he can't do anything because he can't get an erection. Is God telling him that this is bad, so that's why this is happening? I mean,
that would be a pretty good Mormon interpretation. Well, the Holy Ghost is telling me no because it's not at attention. I can't pitch tent.
I don't mean to make light of this situation. I understand it's gallows humor, but what the fuck, man? Like, you have everything set up, and
everyone needs Odin.
Everyone needs Odin.
Yes, everyone needs Odin in their life.
Because we can't say they need Jesus because, well...
Oh, fuck. Fuck!
Do we want to listen to more of this,
Oh
or
my God.
what?
My
Yeah,
P-
this is getting interesting, man. This is like really fucked up shit.
my PC almost died there.
Then I'm pretty sure your gardener doesn't count.
Okay. Should I start?
Yes, go ahead.
Levitt, in March of 2018, recalled that the woman, quote, came to him and said Joseph Bishop abused her, taking her and another woman to a small basement room at the MTC and showed them pornography. He says that he didn't believe the survivor and claims that he didn't report the abuse to higher church authorities or law enforcement. This is the audio from KUTV Channel 2's Chris Jones, who interviewed Ron Levitt about the situation.
So you recall this young lady coming to you?
Oh, heavens, yes.
Former LDS Bishop Ron Levitt was the woman's singles ward president in the mid-'80s. He says she came to him during that time and told him that then MTC President Joseph Bishop was inappropriate with her.
According to her, he took, and I think maybe one other sister missionary, down to the basement and showed them some pornography.
What was your reaction when she told you that?
Doubt.
You doubted her?
Primarily because I'd noticed that she tended to embellish experiences.
Levitt is the first corroborating witness we've heard from since these explosive allegations were reported by Mormon Leaks on Monday. Despite what the woman told him, Levitt did not tell anyone about her story. Did you pass along this information to the church or police or anything like that? And how come? Why not?
Primarily because I didn't think it had much credence. I wasn't going to risk sowing the reputation of someone based on that kind of a report.
Well, this report from BYU police says that Bishop did admit to detectives 3 months ago that he took that woman to the basement and, quote, asked her to show him her breasts,
Stop it.
which she did. Last year,
Okay, I'm one of the people that makes fun of the whole listen and believe thing, but I still believe that you should trust and listen and believe, but also question and verify. Basically, what he's saying is that he didn't even fucking ask questions because he didn't want to ruin someone's reputation. That's
exactly what he's saying.
It's stuff like this that makes listen and believe and Me Too and Time's Up and all of that as fucking viable as people think it is.
Well, but his reputation, Antoine,
I don't fucking give a god damn about his reputation.
But he's a man of God.
He needs to be a man of Odin.
And you have to understand that from our perspective, going to the police and saying this is what someone told me is not the same as an accusation, right? I mean, normally you would think that, but in this case, within this culture, especially within Utah culture or Mormon culture, if you say that about someone, it's as good as an accusation because of his position. Because someone like that could never do something like that.
That's absolute bullshit.
Okay.
This is why I don't like religion.
It's how they think.
One of the reasons.
Okay, I was gonna say, this is the tipping point. He's been Christian this whole time, but that's the story that broke the camel's hypocritical back.
No,
Mormons have a different Jesus.
I was calling Antoine a hypocrite, but yeah.
This is one of the many reasons why. I don't understand how.
Dude, look, it's not just religion in general, though. It's a very tribal thing to do. If you're in an in-group, you want to take up for whoever's in that in-group, especially if they're in an authoritative position. It's very human tribal behavior. Religion happens to amplify that, I think, because there's a metaphysical component involved, but it's very tribal.
It pisses me off to no end. It really does. It pisses me off to no end because there are people out there that have these things happen to them. They go through the right channels. They go to the people. They're brave enough to take the pain that they have been feeling and the shame and everything else and stuff that down enough to where they actually go to the proper authorities who they are being told, if something ever happens, go talk to these people. And they're basically saying, no, that could never happen. He's too much of a man of God to have anything like that happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you
And
fucking kidding me? To quote Undoomed once again, moron, fucking moron. That's not how this works.
You need to
So,
deeply and gruff your voice the fuck up when you do those.
I can't reach the pits of hell that Undoomed can with his voice. I'm sorry.
So I'm going to make this a little worse for you right now, Antoine. Okay, so to give you a little more context, I think she finally came forward with this, like probably after she had completed her mission, which if you're a female missionary out there, you're out there for a year and a half. So probably around a year and a half later is when she finally came forward with this, which means that she served her entire mission with this weighing on her shoulders. And if you're LDS, what that probably means is you somehow thought that it was your fault, that you deserved that for some reason.
For a while, yeah, that makes sense. It's fucked up though.
That's fucked up. That's absolutely fucked up.
Ugh.
All right,
so you can see why I wanted you to talk about this, right?
Yes, and I'm glad we're talking about it here because
it's worth talking about.
Yeah, it's worth talking about. It's worth being out there talking live, and me doing a video about it is not. This is not something that's in my forte. So I figure talking about it like this is better. We can have a discussion about it. Okay, so say this does go viral. What are the repercussions that we could expect? It's been 33 years? I mean...
Well, legally nothing, because the statute of limitations has already passed.
Right.
And they go into that further into the video. They talk about that. Legally, nothing can be done. Zero, zilch, nada. Nothing can be done about this. Now, as far as the church is concerned, theoretically, something could be done about it. But I doubt it will. Because my impression is that the church already knew about it and tried to stomp it out. And they go into why that's the case later on in this episode. They talk about it.
Well, I'm like we were talking about in DMs on Discord. You said bring a vomit bag. I don't know how much more of this I can stomach to get to that point. We're talking about someone who actually did everything that they were supposed to do, and the church covered it up.
Yes, they knew
That's bullshit.
And they kept him in this position. As a matter of fact, I think it goes further into it. There was a pattern of behavior that came to someone's attention beforehand, and they ignored it and gave him a promotion and made him mission president.
Wow.
Yes.
This wasn't the first time.
But that's the unfortunate way of things, isn't it? Because when you actually think about it, like, it isn't just religion that has been doing stuff like this the entire time. And when I say religion, I'm specifically saying it, any story we have ever heard from any branch of any religious sect and so on and so forth, Mormonism, Catholicism, Islam, shit like that. It doesn't matter. We hear stories like this and we want to, do something. We want to make a change, but it never actually changes anything. It might change that particular congregation. It might change that particular mosque, whatever the hell it is. But that sort of behavior, that sort of thinking, that never actually goes away because it'll just exist somewhere the fuck else. Look at fucking Hollywood. The whole hashtag Me Too bullshit was started because finally somebody had actual evidence against Harvey Weinstein. Hollywood and various celebrities have been warning people about that exact thing for years. Even people we didn't expect to actually give those kinds of warnings were giving those kinds of warnings. But that was because Harvey Weinstein was that guy that you don't fuck with because he's got all that power and shit like that. So all people could do was drop hint after hint after hint. And then finally, it comes out, no, yeah, he's a sick, disgusting human being. but then it explodes, and all of a sudden we find it existed in other places. Now, I will always laugh at the Louis C.K. one because it's just fucking hilarious.
Oh,
the
well,
dude
that's
didn't do anything really like horrendous. All he did was, hey, do you want to watch me jerk off? And the girl said, sure. And he jerked off in front of them. That was it. That was all it was. Now, is it fucked up for him to use his position to actually get stuff like that done? Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. But in all honesty, was it? It was actually ironically consensual, like all around. He didn't just whip it out and start jerking off in front of people. He asked, "Can I do this to you?
Yeah.
Like, can I do this in front of you? Is that okay?" And they said yes. But that's the kind of shit that I'm talking about, because you're always going to fucking have those situations where it's like, yeah, it looks like it's bad, but it's not. Whatever, I don't know. But then you always get those fucking assholes, like in this story, that backs up #MeToo, that backs up Time's Up, that backs up all of these fucking accusations about how there is this patriarchy that's keeping women down and stuff. Oh my God, it's so terrible. These stories actually back up these bullshit feminist claims, and it's fucking annoying because I have to sit here and I have to talk about how, no, fuck you, it's not as bad as you make it seem, and then shit like this happens and I have to retract my statement and go, maybe it's fucked up. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm just gonna drink my beer and fucking hope to God I can wake up in a better world.
So most of the people that are in the chat right now know Gwen. Have at least talked to her, interacted with her in stream at some point. She got excommunicated for leaving her husband. This motherfucker got a promotion.
Yeah, that's the irony of it all. See, if any of us of the Mormon plebs do anything wrong, we get axed, right? But if you're high up there, well, God still wants you there for a reason, so we're not going to admit that we made a mistake and put you there.
All right, let's move on to something that is less
serious,
vomit-inducing,
annoying.
That too.
Thing that makes me want to go and murder Zell with my penis.
Gnostic, you're welcome to stay if you want. I don't know if you're busy or not, but thank you for coming on and talking about this and bringing this to light. I hope this actually does go viral.
Yeah, that would be good. Thanks for letting me bring it to your attention, I guess. I'll stay on as long as you're not too annoyed with me, I guess.
Well, it depends on what you say. All right, so let's bring up the funny article. Yes, let's go from this is oh my God horrible to let's talk about stupid shit.
So I can't actually show the screen right now because OBS is fucking and decided that I'm not allowed to screen share.
Okay, I can. I can't screen share because I don't.
You can't because it's over my PC and OBS decided that no, fuck you. That's just a black screen now. Everything's a black screen.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so basically, the article I have the link in the description if you want to pull it up. The article in itself says a startup is pitching a mind uploading service that is 100% fatal. That's right. If you do this, you're going to die.
2 seconds. I'm gonna try something really quickly.
Okay.
As Spectre just suggested. Maybe sing a song. La 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 la. True.
So, all right. So while she's trying that, let's talk to the chat, shall we?
How about I actually read this 1488 super chat from Doom Machine? Hail the 1,000-year Pug Reich!
All hail!
Wir müssen die Jollen das fragen!
Jawohl!
I so badly want to do the John Cleese fucking funny. I'll do the funny dance.
Okay,
the funny walk.
There's gotta be silent for 2 seconds, chat, while I try this. Yeah, no, didn't work.
Okay. It's fine. We'll it's not necessarily something that needs to I can just bring up the points that I was talking about.
What?
Have you guys seen Kyle?
Seen Kyle?
Have you seen Kyle anywhere?
Oh no, I haven't seen Kyle. I haven't. I seen Kyle all the day.
The Beardarian has been looking for this guy for a while. He's been walking around, like going into various streams and DMs and asking, has anyone seen Kyle?
I have not. I've been looking for Kyle. I haven't seen Kyle. No.
Okay.
Zell, have you seen
how
Kyle?
tall he was?
No, but if we find Kyle, will Brockus shut up?
Yes.
Oh, I found him. Here he is, little Kyle, just whippersnapper. All right, joke done.
Does anyone know how tall Kyle is?
He's 5 foot.
Raise your hand at about a 45-degree angle above your head, and he's about that tall.
Okay.
So he's a pretty tall kid. I think yeah. Anyway, let's talk about this stupid thing.
Fuck.
It's fine.
Breathe, Lo-Fi. Breathe. It's okay.
Okay, so.
Oh, we just lost all our viewers. Never mind. It's not okay.
No.
It's all your fault, Lo-Fi.
No,
All right, so this startup, Nakatome, will preserve your brain, but you will have to be euthanized first.
Yay!
So
I feel like this is a trick. Do you think, like, is he like doing like an affirmative action thing with his application, and then he's gonna get like 30,000 black people, and then he's gonna be like, I tricked you. I just wanted to get rid of some blacks.
Well, it's actually why I titled this "How Much Is Your Life Worth?" or "What's Your Life Worth?"
Ah, that's what I had to do. Okay, I'm stupid.
Okay. So you have it now?
Yes.
Lo-Fi, it's okay. We're all stupid. So you definitely are stupid. But it's okay.
Try saying something, Anton.
I'm saying something.
Okay.
You have the hangout up. The hangout screen is up. Not the.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix this piece of shit. Just talk while I do this.
Okay, so I was going to start talking about the article. All right, where was it? Where'd it go? There it is. So basically, what happened is all of this is revolving around MIT. So there was the Nakatomi company has won a large federal grant and is collaborating with Edward Boyden, a top neuroscientist at MIT, and its technique just claimed an $80,000 science prize for preserving a pig's brain so well that every synapse inside could still be seen firing with an electron microscope. Any of you in the chat, have you heard of the game Soma? Because that's what's going on. So basically they want to upload your brain onto a computer, and it's going to kill you.
Okay, so I have a
It doesn't
question.
do that in Soba.
So this pig's brain that they're seeing every synapse fire, is it also synced with a computer somehow, or is it just being in a preserved state while they're watching the synapses fire?
Right now, they're just watching it being in a preserved state while it's firing.
Could you imagine a conscious brain being submerged in something while still being conscious? Could you imagine how terrifying that would be?
No.
Well, you don't really have eyes or anything, nothing to speak from. It's just an understanding that you're in liquid.
What if it's not terrifying? Right. What if it's the exact opposite? What if it's exhilarating?
I don't know. It depends. It depends. I mean, if synapses are firing, then some sort of sensory experience is happening.
What if it's like coming constantly without masturbating?
I'm not sure that would be a good thing either, though.
I know that they couldn't preserve my brain. Would you put my brain in there? All it's going to do is want to get out and back in my body because it knows that's the best place to be. You give me a computer, I'll tell you my body's better than the computer because the computer, does it wake up every morning at 4 a.m.? Does it eat boiled raw eggs? Does it go out, fuck maids, and then pump iron? I don't think so. Does it fight the Terminator or the Predator? I don't think so. Okay, so my brain's in the perfect spot.
Excuse me, there's no such thing as a boiled.
No. Okay. All right, we're done with that. Woo! All right.
There's no such thing as a boiled raw egg.
Yes.
Now, I just have a few questions for you there, mister.
No.
Oh, no.
Error.
If
Go
I
back.
give this thing a drink, will it malfunction?
The rapist escaped prison. Fuck.
Get down, Antoine. It's a machine.
Did anyone ever? Too bad they never. Oh my god, I want to watch the Terminator feed Stephen Hawking.
Can we talk about this a little bit longer before we devolve into complete and utter chaos?
Yes.
The problem I have is they're charging people $10,000 to kill themselves.
Shit, is that it? Damn.
And 25 people have already signed up.
Because they're stupid. Good luck.
This is called Darwinian selection.
So they have the pig brain preserved. It's isolated, correct? And firing, correct? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Now, how does that translate to the main gist of the article being that you can transfer that brain into digital code?
I think he was getting there, but we interrupted him.
Well, okay, so old idea, new approach. The brain storage business is not new. In Arizona, the Alcor Life Extension Foundation, say that 3 times fast, holds more than 150 bodies and heads in liquid nitrogen, including those of baseball great Ted Williams. But there's a dispute over...
Ted Williams?
I don't know who it is either.
Stop it, Lo-Fi.
Over whether such cryonic techniques damage the brain perhaps beyond repair. So starting several years ago, McIntyre, who is one of the founders of this think tank thing, when then working with cryobiologist Greg Fay at a company named 21st Century Medicine, developed a different method which combines embalming with cryonics. It proved effective at preserving an entire brain to the nanometer level, including connectome, the web of synapses that connect neurons. The connectome map could be the basis for recreating a particular person's consciousness, believes Ken Hayworth, a neuroscientist who is president of the Brain Preservation Foundation, the organization that on March 13 recognized McIntyre and Fay's work with the prize for preserving the pig's brain. There is no expectation here that the preserved tissue can be actually brought back to life, as is the hope with Alcor-style cryonics. Instead, the idea is to retrieve information that is present in the brain's anatomical layout and molecular details. If the brain is dead, it's like your computer is off, but that doesn't mean the information isn't there. A brain connectome is inconceivably complex. A single nerve can connect to 8,000 others, and the brain contains millions of cells. Today, imagine the connections in every square millimeter of a mouse's brain in an overwhelming task. But it may be possible in 100 years, says Hayworth. Speaking personally, if I were facing a terminal illness, I would likely choose euthanasia by this method. So they don't even know how they're going to do it. They have no clue how they're going to be able to pull it off. They may be able to fucking pull it off 100 years from now, but these idiots are forking over $10,000 a pop for the potential of being uploaded into a computer.
Okay, since this process actually requires you to be euthanized in order to carry it out, is there any discussion in the article as to the legalities of this? Because euthanasia is illegal, even if you want it, technically.
It depends on the state. There are certain states where euthanasia, self-assisted suicide are...
Okay, so yeah, in Oregon it is. In Oregon it is, but I think it has to be signed off, and there's a whole fucking process for that, I think. But most places, it's illegal. You can't just decide, hey, I'm going to have a doctor pump shit in me and kill me.
But that's the thing. If they are doing it in the same vein as cryonics, they wait until the person is about to die, then they freeze them or do whatever, and then they take the brain, put it. So it would be this. It's pretty much the same thing. So I'm assuming it would have to be something in last will and testament. It's not like you could go in at the age of 25 and be like, I want you to upload my brain here. And, they take it out and embalm you, basically. I think, okay, now we can devolve into chaos. I think this is just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And
But
I just dealt with Sandman.
They
and
even
every
say though, the company that did it, that there's no chance that you won't live again, and they might. So when people throw money at this, do they read?
Well, it's the same. Like I said, it's the same thing as cryonics.
Yeah.
We freeze you, and hopefully bring you back. But in this case, it's we're going to embalm you. We're going to preserve your brain, and then when we have the technology, and we're going to keep it going, and when we have the technology, we're going to upload you into a computer.
Yeah, but it didn't seem like it was the conscious they uploaded. It was the when they they said it's like the PC's turned off. So the memory and knowledge, not the consciousness.
Yes.
So people are paying them to kill them and then use their memories later to maybe learn some things.
Well, that's the thing. How do we know?
We
if
don't.
It's just code in a computer, they could say, 100 years from now, even 10 years from now, the family goes, we would like to see our loved one's brain in action. We heard there was a breakthrough. Can you show us? They can point to a normal computer that's doing ones and zeros, Matrix style, and goes, yes, that's little Jimmy right there. That's exactly his brain function.
He's saying, hello,
How are they
mother.
going to prove it? How are they going to prove it? They don't have to.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Wouldn't it be fun if you got...
What would they really be looking at, though? You said, that, okay, there are a bunch of ones and zeros. Are we looking at a conscious process? Or are we looking at a recording of what was taking at the moment that everything was put together? I mean, what are they really looking at when they see all those ones and zeros there?
Nothing.
They can't state that. I've browsed this entire thing. They don't really state what they're going to be able to do or how they're going to be able to prove it. That's the problem. There's
So
nothing that
opaque.
says. Yeah, there's not. They're basically bilking people out of $10,000.
Wouldn't it be fun, though, if...
I'm in the wrong fucking business.
If it works, and you can talk through it, and you decide to be like a dickhead, a dick brain at that point, and people are like, so how are you, Lo-Fi? Oh no, it hurts so much! Pain! No!
Why, Lo-Fi? You
Just make them scrap the entire project, and you can sit in the...
That's a better Kermit than I could ever do.
Oh no, I miss Piggy.
I would act like the possessed computer.
Bleep.
I'll fucking kill you.
I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, I just like for me, like it's just it'd be rather annoying if this was being spread around as if people were getting any more out of this other than the fact that guess what, we're preserving and observing a pig brain. That's the max you can get out of this. Everything else is just like, wouldn't this be a cool idea?
Yes, exactly. It's a very cool idea, but it's science fiction still. What they want is, okay, Lo-Fi dies. We upload her brain into a robot, and then she becomes, cyborg Lo-Fi.
I am Horribot 5000. Fuck me.
I was gonna say that's a horrifying proposition. But that's what we're basically wanting. That's what these scientists are basically striving for. They want to be able to upload, in essence, the ghost in the machine into an actual machine. They want to put someone's memory in a computer and have them walk around like Data from Star Trek.
Something tells me it's not going to work that way. Call me crazy.
Okay, well, you're crazy, because it could work that way. All we have to do is find the Philosopher's Stone. I don't know.
This company has made over $300,000. They got an $80,000 prize plus $250,000 from people paying them to take their brain.
And here's the thing that Antoine and I were talking about before the stream began: is did these people pay money because they have misinterpreted the findings that these scientists have discovered, the achievements they've made? Have they misinterpreted this as, oh, you can recognize patterns in the brain, record them in such detail that we've never been able to record before, therefore you can transfer my consciousness? That those two don't equate. We still don't know that yet. We still, on paper, what would be happening, to the best of my knowledge, in maybe at the soonest 50 years, is we would have a computer that would be able to replicate these firing patterns in your brain.
But even then, we're just talking about copying something. It's not necessarily you died.
We
there
still
is now
don't know.
a computer version of you that is just mimicking all of
well,
the
we still don't
put into it.
And we still don't know if, like, just that in and of itself, just repeating those patterns, those thought patterns, if just that in and of itself is what's going to replicate as well your feeling of self. In other words, bringing you back from the dead so that you have your identity comes back, so that your consciousness comes back. This is all like conjecture. It's like, but you paid $10,000, and I guess I could see why people who are probably like 80 and they're like, I'm gonna die tomorrow, so they pay $10,000.
So I think
I'm gonna die on Tuesday.
Oh my god! Imagine getting some old fucking lady robot coming at you.
Don't do it, Lo-Fi. Don't do it.
I wasn't gonna do it.
Don't.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Do it.
Do it. I think the biggest fallacy in this whole study is
back in my day
correlation.
God damn it!
So we got $3, a super chat of $3 from Clausen, Lord of Virulence. Do not suffer virulence. Do not suffer abominable intelligences. I don't know if that's a word. To exist. Do not suffer abominable intelligence to exist. Thanks, Clausen.
Yeah, so don't let stupid people live.
Yes.
That's a nice thing to say.
That was a flowery way of putting "Don't let the Darwin Award winners win."
Yeah.
Hey, Zell, so I think what you're getting at, Zell, I think what you're getting at is you're saying that there are obviously correlations between synaptic activity and consciousness. At least we think they are, right? Based off brain scans and things like that. You know, so if you're thinking about math, like it's going to activate your parietal lobe or something like that, right?
No. What I'm saying is we don't know that. What we can best surmise is when you have a brain and a body, or at least when you have a brain and a working head, you experience a self or an identity. That feeling of like, you know, there's my identity is right behind my eyes. That sense right there, we know, is a product of, so far as we know, do you got a brain and a head, a working head? And usually that working head needs a working body. So there you go. But we don't have any reason to think that replicating the patterns of firing that we see in your brain will conclusively also make yourself appear.
Right. So basically, it's saying that since there's a correlation between two things like consciousness and brain activity, then obviously there's a causation. Brain activity causes consciousness. But the reality is correlation does not equate to causation. That would be a logical fallacy.
That's a good way of putting it, yes.
So, because we've seen people online before that are brain dead.
What is all that noise?
That's probably
what
me
is going
walking
on?
Outside. That's the noise of my house. I'm moving outside.
Mute yourself next time, damn it.
Okay, I had to do it really fast.
All right, I'm done with this topic. So you guys, have fun. Schmeckle's in the chat, Smolger's in the chat. I mean,
I say we talk about how I make the best damn cocktails in the world.
Are you sure it's a cocktail?
Yes.
Oh God.
Because after you take a drink, I'm gonna put my cock in your tail hole. Oh.
That was a stretch. I'll give you that one, Brock Crosby. That was a stretch, though.
Oh, it's gonna stretch for sure.
See, that was good.
That was good.
That was good.
Brock Cosby, are you sure you've
Are we really going back to Brock Cosby and stuff again?
I guess we're going back to Brock Cosby. Is Zelly being here too? Like, did you lose him? Did you let go of him?
I'm quitting.
Yeah, sorry, I was just silent because I had Brock Cosby in my mouth.
I'm quitting the stream now.
Quitting the stream.
Oh god.
Let's not butcher a joke. Come on.
I don't want to keep bringing up the same characters. We're gonna kill them.
I don't either. So why don't we bring some characters we haven't really had a chance to bring into this particular stream? Just saying.
Go for it.
We have 2 personalities that are not mine at all sitting in the chat right now.
Are you talking about Mr. Sklinky and Paskinky?
You're talking. You want me to bring Sparky on again?
No, I don't want you to bring Sparky on again. What the fuck?
Are you talking about King?
No, I'm not talking about King.
I can bring on. I can bring on Kadant.
No, I'm not talking about Kadant either.
What about Vin?
Okay, this joke just keeps getting better and better. The more you mention someone who's clearly not, it's just it's fun.
I don't know. You know what? I should do the same thing that Schmeckle did to me and change one word in the Google Hangout to see if he can find it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Monkey Boy?
Do it. Fun.
I mean, I have no problem inviting Samaj on.
Is that what he was referring to? What
yes,
are we doing?
He was asking to invite Schmeckle and Samaj on.
Oh boy.
So is Schmeckle like trying to be like Slash with the alcohol and the big top hat?
I say we bring Schmeckle on and then have Antoine and Schmeckle go at it. You guys want some blood?
Well, I want some Schmeckle saw to take on the Antoines.
Oh yeah. It's good I invited him a long time ago then.
You're gonna piss off a lot of people if you bring Schmeckle on.
Oh well.
Who am I gonna piss off?
Is there like some kind of a thing in the chat like, oh, he's talking about me, oh, bring me on, yes, bring me in.
Don't put Schmeckle on, Schmeckle is a monkey.
Yes, kind of.
He's a pooch monkey, he's a filthy pooch monkey.
I don't know what that was.
Why are you talking like that?
I don't know.
I could always invite Opal on.
No, Opal! Okay, Schmeckle, bring Schmeckle!
I already invited Schmeckle.
Lo-Fi, can you give us your best Californian, like, Valley Girl?
Like, oh my god.
Like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's not terrible.
I'm
That
like
was alright.
totally not doing it. I want to
Sorry,
die.
guys, I just woke up and I'm looking for my coffee.
Oh my god.
Who-
I'm looking for
who
my
is that?
coffee. That's
that?
Gnostic.
That was pretty good, Gnostic. I thought Opal joined for a second.
It actually. Oh,
Hi
that's
guys, how you doing?
that's Valley Girl
Hi.
Opal.
So what's
Valley Girl,
what's the plan, Antoine? What are we doing?
What are you doing
I'm
now?
Well,
sorry,
I sent out the invites.
I have to
Oh,
go take a
God.
shit.
I also sent out the invites the second I saw them in chat.
If
because
you fucking invited Opal, dude.
he didn't.
I'm not saying I did, and I'm not saying I didn't.
You piece of shit. You goddamn it.
I mean, I haven't sent the message yet, but I can.
No,
Alright.
no.
Just don't.
No, Opal.
He's gonna push it.
Brock Cosby, can I take this thing out of my mouth yet?
Yeah? You've been speaking, so I don't know what the fuck you apparently have in your mouth.
Thank you, Brock Cosby.
Okay.
So I sent the link to Samaj. I don't know if they're gonna come on.
Antoine?
I also sent it to Schmeckle.
Antoine?
What?
I sent those links to Samaj and Schmeckle a while ago.
Well.
Oh, look, it's Kadant.
We have
Are you there? Kadant? I know she's quiet. I don't know what's going on.
Usually she just jumps in saying, "Sup, bitches."
Sup, bitches?
Oh,
You
no,
got a
it's
small
Opal.
dick.
Oh God, damn it! It's Kadopal. It's Kadopal.
Kadopal.
Fuck!
It's opened. Opened.
I hate this version of Opal. I swear to God, it's actually a little more annoying than the original Opal.
Oh my God.
I don't see. God damn it!
My kid from my pants in the toilet.
All my clothes are dirty.
My kid threw my blouse in the...
No!
Oh, she is.
Oh,
no,
it was a good stream while it lasted, guys.
I can't keep up that voice. It hurts my throat.
I know the feeling.
What's up, bitches?
I'm sure that's what Opal says quite often.
My throat hurts after I suck dick.
Sometimes it depends on how big the dick is.
I
guess we're just sitting here waiting to see who else is hopping on.
It doesn't have to be very big.
If Schmeckle gets on here, it's gonna be a good stream because we'll get some blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get Schmecklesaw.
Oh, I've been waiting for Schmecklesaw. He hasn't done anything yet. I'm starting to think.
If you would just quiet down for a second.
Oh my God!
If you would just relax.
Is it?
I could.
What the fuck?
I could get my
points
out.
I think he's trying to. I think he's trying to do a mixture of Ben Shapiro and Schmeckle.
Some of it was really good, and some of it was not. That's really fun. That's
Hero is. I don't get what happened.
So Ben Shapiro's drunk is what you're saying, right?
So my Schmeckle sounds like a retarded Ben Shapiro.
Yes. That's
It is better than your failure.
Oh my God! Try your failure again, please.
Yeah, we gotta get the.
Oh, that's not even close. It's perfect.
You gotta get your voice lower.
We gotta get. If you, Antoine, check your DMs. I sent a funny. Just check your DMs. I don't want to talk about it too much. But fucking Schmeckle, I gotta play little games. Fucking Schmeckle, I've talked to him so many times. He's pissed me off.
Brockus, try a
so
failure.
much of my advice,
Zell, shut up and let Brockus give it a try.
Brockus, try a failure.
That's my failure.
You're failing. Your failure failed.
My failure failed.
Brockus, try a failure.
Your failure is actually really terrible. You shouldn't do that.
Oh my God, Brockus, your failure is pretty bad.
Yeah, that's terrible too. Only Magog can do a really good failure.
Dude,
if he was in the audience, I would say bring him up.
Oh my God, we could have failure in a second if Magog was here.
I know.
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck, Gnostic?
Everyone loves my failure so much.
Stop! What the fuck, Gnostic?
Are you squeezing a goat?
Yeah, he's squeezing a goat as it pushes back against him.
I just converted to Islam.
Oh,
Fuck. What happened so quick?
All right, give it. Pay respects to that joke right there.
There she blows.
God.
Stop.
Oh my God.
Oh, praise Allah, the goat likes it.
Yes.
I don't even know what's happening. What is happening, guys?
Nothing's happening.
I don't know. We're just waiting for people to hop on, I guess, at this point.
Shit devolved as soon as you came on, Kadan.
Shut
Of
up.
course it did.
Goat man.
Yeah, thanks, Kadan.
Of course
Well,
it did.
I mean, Sparky's calling Schmeckle a pussy because he's not coming on. So, yeah, he's calling a grape ape.
Schmeckle could very well be getting just really fucking high right now.
Yeah.
That or he's like trying to look for his hat before he hops on.
That's true.
Or, he's dealing with, like, in real life shit with, like, his family and stuff.
That's also true. There's many possibilities.
Well, what about Samaj? We invited Samaj on.
Ooh.
Are they just afraid to face?
Tang egg. That was such a quick answer, Brockus.
Damiana, I apologize. Damiana Scourgeborn has a really good point in chat. Lo-Fi, we need to convince Antoine to go ahead and push for a Bad Dragon.
Yes, that's true. We need the Bad Dragon sponsorship, Antoine,
Yes.
we even made a segment for the show where me and Kadant reviews one, and we get.
What's a bad dragon?
Oh.
That's
I'm not touching this one. I will be right back.
It's
You
a
don't
sex
wanna-
toy company.
Okay, let me find
What
a
did you
picture.
guys do? What's a bad dragon?
I just said it twice.
No, let me find a picture and put on screen.
Make sure it's one that doesn't look too obvious.
I can't hear you, Brockus, over the ladies not shutting up.
Take one that doesn't look too obvious. Okay. I guess that's...
Brockus, are you talking?
Oh,
it's sex toys. Okay, what's the joke there?
We want
What's
them
wrong
to
with sex toys?
We want them to sponsor us.
Oh, yeah, I would want that too. It's money.
Because me and Kadant wants new sex toys.
Yeah. Yeah, what's wrong with sex toys?
Antoine doesn't like big horse floppy dicks.
I don't know what's wrong with big floppy dicks.
I don't know either. Ask Antoine.
I would want that. I would want that sponsoring money.
big floppy donkey dick.
Yeah, so that's the thing. And Antoine doesn't want that, and we have been trying to convince him the entire day.
Or maybe he's just annoyed because he knows he can't get the sponsorship, and he just doesn't want you to bring it up anymore.
But he could still like try.
Yeah,
he could try and
at
make
least
like a
give it
video.
shot. Make a sales pitch.
Either that or he does not want people to know that if he does get the sponsorship, he's going to take all the free samples for himself and will not share.
Oh my god, he's gonna get the sponsorship and he will just throw in a bad dragon, but he won't tell us, and he'll just sit there on a horse cock for the entire show with cum soup.
Yes.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
With his hot pepper lube up his ass.
Damiana did mention how it would be a win-win
I
scenario.
apologize, guys. This stream has gone to hell. I don't know what's going on now.
No, we're waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, Antoine went and left for a brief moment.
It was good. It was engaging. We had people by the bare end of their nuts. We were dragging them along, and then.
Zell, you do know we are on the same stream, so we know what's happening, right?
Oh, hey, Lo-Fi.
Hi. It's been a while.
Zell's only.
It's been some days.
Have you seen the news? Proper Villains? It's turning into quite a shit show now. Nothing's happening. It's so boring.
Yeah, last week's episode was awful.
Yeah.
No, it was amazing.
Holy shit.
Last week's episode was fucking amazing. I loved Low Hawking.
This is the weirdest episode of Hoarders ever, says Zach. Yeah.
Dildo bag Twan.
That's a stretch.
It's gonna stretch if he has to use a bad dragon. Okay, we have to find something to do. Where did our main host go? Did he really run away from Horse Dick?
Yes, he ran away. You scared him with the bad dragon.
I think he ran to the horse dick, actually.
He's probably looking up some bad dragons.
You probably reminded him of his fetish, and he got really hot and horny.
I think he got a few suggestions from Opal, and is just like, "Oh, I like this one. Ooh, I like this one. Oh."
Which ones do you like, Brockus?
Okay, I got an article sent to me.
I'm gonna do sex toys.
Ooh.
I could just start sending en masse a bunch of gay porn to Brockus again.
Yes.
Yeah, do that while we read this article.
Yeah, you
sure,
do that
no
while
March for Our Lives protester arrested for murder with a gun. Hey, that's ironic. His anti-gun march was arrested for murder with a gun. And that's that article. Next one.
Anti-gun march. Arrested for gun violence? What?
Yes, so a guy who marches against guns was arrested for murdering someone with a gun. Like, he used a gun to murder someone.
Well, then he knows firsthand how dangerous guns can be.
Yes.
This is some serious fucking
Al
protection.
Sharpton's
This reminds
half-brother
me
was
of all
charged
the...
with murder in a Sunday shooting death in Alabama after participating in Saturday's anti-gun. So it was the day afterwards he decided to see, was I really doing this right thing? And then he went and murdered someone.
But this is in Alabama?
Yeah. Kenneth Glasgow, 52, was arrested along with another man after
That's how they
bleeding
settle
innings.
shit down there.
23 was shot in the head. Okay, so that's like going to fuck the pedos needs to die and then going out and raping a kid right afterwards. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's like holding up a sign that says gas to pedos, but you happen to be on the sex offender registry yourself.
Yeah.
You can get in the sex offender registry for some, like, in certain places you can get in there for, driving without your pants on kind of thing.
Well, I guess my assumption was on the registry for diddling kids. That's what I meant. Sorry, I should have qualified that more.
Maybe yeah.
So I did my best Schmeckle impression by just upping and leaving.
Oh no! What did you?
Okay?
No,
He
what
just
did...
left.
Oh no! What did I just receive a link to? Oh no!
More dildos.
Got a hat on too.
Oh my god!
But no, this gun thing, it's fucking amusing because like I was actually just watching a diversity in comics video, a couple of videos, and he was actually dealing with like this bullshit that's been going on Twitter, where this person was repeatedly just talking shit and making veiled threats and then actually threatening diversity in comics like on multiple occasions, and their Twitter, the Twitter account that they used to actually do that with, got permanently banned. Like they got kicked off of Twitter completely, and then they came back on their alt account and they're basically complaining about being censored because apparently they made veiled threats, and it's just like the proof is right here. And then they did it again on the alt account, and it's just like, are you fucking serious?
Diversity in comics gets so much shit on Twitter. He gets so much.
Oh, he gets shit on even in the fucking on YouTube. Like, just give it a few weeks and go back to a video you might have previously watched. You're probably gonna see a lot of fucking hateful comments.
Apparently, a 16-year-old Southern Utah boy was accused of bringing a homemade bomb to his high school.
Was it Clock Boy? Because he's Muslim, that doesn't count.
Are there Muslims in Utah?
No. Stop! Goat. Oh, I'm gonna slap you in the vagina?
He said Muslim. I had to do it.
It was in St. George, Utah.
Okay.
Another Mormon stronghold.
Antoine, you can't talk a lot of shit now because this shit just turned into a cunt stream. I'm just
yes, I know.
It did. Can you...
I was willing to end it like 20 minutes ago when we were done talking about the brain thing.
Okay.
And then Brockus was like, we need to bring on Schmeckle and Samaj, and we sent the invites. They're not going to show up.
Oh, okay.
Brockus, I'm all depressed now. Go kill yourself.
Apparently, they actually are afraid of the proper villains because, he can take one of you on or two of you on at a time, but he can't take all four of us.
He did invite all four of us, Antoine. Did you know that?
I have yet to get an actual invite from Schmeckle.
No, we got invited, all of us, and you couldn't do it that day.
I'm sorry, I had to work.
Yeah, so... I don't want to defend the filthy monkey, but you forced my hand.
All right, Bane. Yay, Bane's back.
I keep going back.
I thought that was Deckard Bane.
And yes, Race Johnson, I had been looking for the splort, the dildo that lays eggs. Cause reasons. Stop.
Scientific purposes, right?
Yes, okay, it's for science!
Alright, so we have nothing left for this episode. Thank you very much for joining us, folks. Sorry for the wah of the finish of the show.
Wow.
Who's Low Hawking?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Well, hold on. Before we end the show, I gotta go boot up my artificial intelligence.
Okay. I gotta shove your head in a cheese grater and then scan it in a scanner.
Are we already off the stream?
No.
It says off air.
I'm still streaming.
No, we're still streaming.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. Okay, anyway, let me boot up Low Hawking here. Just take a few switches. Okay, that should do it.
Why are you doing this to me?
Lo, can you give me a cup of coffee?
Yes, hon. I do it.
Make me a sandwich.
Okay, Lo Hawking, are you there?
Yes.
I need you to do some. Oh, thank you. I need some math done. All right, can you do like 2 plus faggot for me? What does that equal?
Brockus.
I knew it! I fucking called it!
It's too easy. Fuck you.
Whoa, okay. I didn't install that part. I didn't install the attitude.
Look, I'm
I
in
don't remember
heaven.
programming
I'm
that.
in heaven now. Fuck
Okay.
you. I'm so happy.
You're a little sentient now, so I'm going to go ahead and unplug you. That should have done it.
Oh, God.
You were ready for that!
That's so good.
All right, let's end on that. Thank you very much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Proper Villains Live. I'd love to thank my hosts and everyone who joined up. We hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful evening.
Bye.